Hello everybody, welcome back and thank you for joining me for another video. Don't mind me, my light is too close. I need to push it back, it's blinding me. There we go. All right, so welcome back. Second video in my new studio. If you did not see the last video, I highly suggest you go check it out because I give you guys a tour of the new studio. There's still stuff that needs to be done here. But, you know, it's getting there. Still need to paint the walls a little bit and do some touch-ups. The blinds were installed, so the windows finally have blinds. So before we get started, I'm going to tell you and show you a few things, starting off with the dried results from the last video. I mean, it dried absolutely perfectly. Let me turn it this way so I can get it all in there. Look at that. So the orientation could actually be done this way or this way, but I actually kind of like it this way. Never really thought about doing it like that, but there you have it. Look at that. It dried so rich and perfectly. So once it gets a top coat of Krystal Resin, those colors will pop tremendously. Speaking of Krystal Resin, oh, and it is available for purchase. 18 by 24 inch. If anyone is interested, you know what to do. Email me at kanellaciraco@gmail.com. All right, so speaking of Krystal Resin, the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all week long, sale is still happening. So if you want to save 30, yes, that's right, 30. Usually the discounts for Krystal Resin are 7% off. Now you are getting 30% off. So if you want to stock up on your resin, or you've never tried resin and you want to try resin, this is the best time to get it. Keeping in mind, Krystal Resin is a Canadian company. So if you are in the US, the prices are in Canadian currency, which means when you buy in the US, it ends up being cheaper for you because of the currency exchange. And keep in mind, they now have a US warehouse where they are selling the original Krystal Resin, which you can buy from the US warehouse. If you want the new Rook resin, you can still get that from Canada and have it shipped over to the US. You will likely pay a tariff fee, however. So you decide what you want to do. But either way, code Kanella30 gets you 30% off. Lolivefe is still doing their sale. Put $100 worth of items in your cart, save 50% off. There's also going to be a Cyber Monday sale coming up. I don't know what that sale is yet. You're just going to have to wait and watch my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram. I'll try and post here on YouTube, on like the community page on YouTube. There's going to be a Cyber Monday sale, so stay tuned for that. Next thing I want to mention, Fluid Art Experience FAE 2026 is happening. So excited. It's going to be in Dallas, Texas. It's going to be totally different this time around. Instead of 3 days worth of classes, there are going to be 4. That's right, 4 days worth of classes. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, April 16th to 19th. And there are going to be 2 classes a day. There are going to be other artists there as well. Your originals, the Massey Boys, Tara from Pieces of Terror, Jessica Winterstrom, Sarah Taylor, Kathleen from Cause Creations, and then Nate Bright, Britta Clayton, Studio 15, Brian, and Nick Boltman Art. There's going to be a lot of people, okay? Go to www.fluidartexperience.com. You can get your tickets now. Come and see me in Dallas, Texas. I'm going to be offering 8 classes. I'm going to be offering 8 classes. Come and see me in Dallas, Texas. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. But yes, the link is in the description below. So Krystal Resin sale, Lolivefe sale, Fluid Art Co. classes happening in Dallas, Texas. All right. I think there was something else I wanted to mention, and I can't remember what it is. Spinners. All right. So if you're on Facebook, you would have seen yesterday that I posted the new Eon laser machine that I got, and I got it up and running and started a first test cut yesterday. Super excited. So it's finally set up. It's finally set up. The program is on the computer. Everything, the specs, everything has been set up and cutting has begun. So you know what that means? Cutting of spinners has begun. Okay, so if you have pre-ordered a spinner from me in the last month or two, and you've been put on the waiting list in order of your pre-orders, guess what? Spinners are in production, which means you will get an email from me either tomorrow or the next day, or a message, depending on how you contacted me. And I'm going to let you know that your spinner is being made. And again, depending on where you are in the line, because I have about 60 orders right now. So you could be first or you could be 60th on the wait list. But they are in production and I'm working all day, every day, ever since I got the machine set up. So I'm going to work until I get all those orders fulfilled, packed, and in their boxes, cut, assembled, packed in a box and ready for shipping. Okay, so stay tuned. You're going to be hearing from me because you need to send me payment if you want your spinner. So spinners, and if you haven't ordered a spinner and now you want a spinner, there are two sizes available. There is the large spinner. All right, don't mind how dirty mine is, but large spinner, okay? Lazy Susan on the back. So you get the large spinner and it spans 21 inches from one to the other. You can buy just the spinner or you can buy the spinner with the Lolivefe silicone mat. Or you can get the little guy. This spans 14 inches. All right, this is a little guy and you can buy it by itself or you can buy it with the Lolivefe mat. Now, what I love about my spinners is because they are so low to the table, unlike a cake spinner, which is about yay high. When you spin a cake spinner, it'll splatter you here in the midsection, unless you put like a puppy pool or cardboard around. But with my spinners, because they are so low to the table, they will not splatter you. They will not make a mess at all. You don't need to protect anything because they will not make a mess. So if you are interested in a spinner, please email me at kanellaciraco@gmail.com to be put on the order list. And if you want pricing and inquiries, okay? I do ship worldwide. Most of my spinners do get shipped to the US and then here in Canada. I have shipped to Australia. It is very pricey to ship to Australia, but I have shipped and I've shipped to other places around the world as well. But anywhere outside of Canada and US, it does get expensive for shipping. I cannot control that. I'm sorry. So yeah, there you have it. So spinner productions are in production. Spinners are being made. So stay tuned and expect an email or a message from me. All right. Today's video. All right. I was doing the throwbacks while I was away and, you know, moving houses. And a lot of the paintings from way back I really liked, but I was using the old hairdryer. And I always said in my throwback voiceovers that I was going to go back and do some old videos and redo them and make them bigger and better, or, you know, whatever, because that's what the painting I did in last video was about. It was a throwback from way back. So today's video is from a throwback from May of 2021. Okay, so 4 years ago. It is video number 332. If you want to go and see it, go to video 332. And if you're ever looking for a specific video of mine on YouTube, instead of scrolling through 800 videos, if you just in the search bar in YouTube type Kanella 332, it'll pop up my video. So if you're looking for my paint mixing ratio video, we all know it's video 434. Again, instead of going to my YouTube channel on the main page and scrolling through 800 videos to get to video 434, just in the search bar, type Kanella 434 and boom, YouTube will pop up that video for you. So that's an easy, quick way of finding my videos on YouTube. All right. So I'm doing a painting today on a 14 by 18 inch canvas. And again, it's from video 332 from 4 years ago, where I was using the old hairdryer and all that stuff. Now I've kept the colors the same with the exception of adding one new one. And so let me tell you, and then this one, even though I changed this one as well. So let me get you to the colors. I can't speak. Olive Green Light by Amsterdam. Then we have Silver by Arteza. Then we have Olive Green Deep by Amsterdam. And the original video I did Light Pink by Amsterdam, but I wanted another shimmer in here, so I'm going to just do Pearl Pink by Arteza. So still keeping the pink, just a different brand, and it's a shimmer. Then we have Pewter by DecoArt. Then we have Mauve by Holbein, which is very, very dominant color, so be careful with that. And then this is a new color. This is my made up green color. It's actually made up of Olive Green Deep and probably Titanium Buff. It's my own concoction color, so I'll just call it my Kanella Green. And so that is going to go on the top. So this is a new color that's not in the original video. So I struggled really hard not to replace the silver with gold, because I really think gold would look really stunning with this color palette. But I know there's a lot of silver lovers out there, but there's gold lovers too. But I'm trying to stick to what the original video was, which was silver. All right, so that's what I'm doing. Now, my base color is Titanium White by Amsterdam. So in the original video, I used Artist Loft White, and that's when Artist Loft had changed, you know, their chemicals and their, you know, ingredients. And if you go see video 332, you'll see that by the end of the video, the white base, the Artist Loft, completely swallowed up the colors. And I was so disappointed because the color palette turned out really pretty, but by the end of it, the Artist Loft had just eaten up and swallowed up all the colors, and it was just white. So now that I have the Amsterdam Titanium White, it'll be very interesting to see the end results of today's painting, also using the new hair dryer, okay? Not the old Conair. So I'm gonna flood my canvas and I shall be right back. All right, so base on the canvas. Canvas has been flooded, bubbles have been popped. I was sitting there thinking for a minute what composition I was gonna do. So in the original, I did the wispies, but I'm really loving the U-shape design. And also, before I forget, if you wanna know how I mix my paints, again, like I mentioned earlier, video 434, I'll link it up here at the top. Or like I said, do a search on YouTube with my name and video 434, and you shall see it there. All right, so let's start. Let me think. Yes. We'll go like this. I feel like it's been so long since I've painted that I don't remember. I don't remember things. All right, so before I forget, in my last video, I don't know what happened. I have a guess on what could have happened. The whole video, until I got to the close-up to show you guys the final results, was blurry. So I apologize for that. Some people said they noticed it was blurry. Some people said it wasn't blurry at all. But yes, it was definitely blurry. And I didn't obviously know it was blurry until I went to edit the video on my phone and realized, oh no, it's blurry. So I think that happened because I may have had a fingerprint on the lens of my camera and didn't clean it off, not knowing. I hope that was the reason. And I'm really hoping that the video you're watching now is not blurry, because if it is, I'm going to be really annoyed. But I don't think so. But yeah, so that's last week. It wasn't your eyes. It was my video. It was blurry. So this is Pewter by DecoArt. So you noticed I went very light-handed on the Pewter. And this is Holbein. Be very light-handed on the Holbein paints as well, and any DecoArt metallics as well, because they will take over, okay? And there's the Holbein. And last but not least, my new color. Some of these, yeah, I mean, these haven't been used in months. So they might have a little gunky in them, but they're still good in the Lolivefe bottles, which is why I love the Lolivefe bottles. Keeps all the paints perfect, airtight. All right, pop the bubbles. Okay, let's do it. Got the hair dryer. I'm gonna start here and work my way out. Let's go. Now that is definitely an interesting color palette. All right, so I don't know what to think. It's definitely an acquired taste of a color palette. Now this olive green light sure looks light, but I'm loving the Holbein. If you watch the original video, the Holbein, the mauve, really took over in that video. And right here, I feel like it's perfectly balanced. I'm actually really loving, and you noticed how I pushed this over the end and then came over the corner. I'm kind of looking at that and thinking that should kind of be pushed over the edge, but maybe I'll leave it because you just, I don't know. Once you start fiddling, you can't unfiddle. So keep that in mind. What I am going to do is I'm going to blow a little bit of the white in here. There, I just kind of wanted to get rid of a lot of that light green there. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So now, like, I mean, when you go and look at video 332, I know it's a bigger canvas, the older video, and the design, the composition is different as well. But one thing you're noticing is the white paint is not eating up the colors because of the artist loft, right? So I'm loving every part of this except for maybe this part right here. I'm not really a fan of that, but I'm going to see if I can blow some of the mauve without touching anything. There. I think that's better. And I'm going to leave it. Oh my gosh, I love it. I mean, I've always loved blue, always, always, always. It's always been my favorite color, still is. But believe it or not, I'm so gravitating to greens now. Even in my clothing, like I buy a lot of green, olive green, army green, kind of dark olive green colors because I have hazel eyes. I always get compliments when I wear green. So green has become like my second now favorite color. So I'm really loving this color palette with these 3 greens in here. I love it. All right, I'm going to fix up my edges and I'm going to bring you guys in for a close-up. Be right back. All right, everybody. So before we get to the close-up, don't forget to take your stick and scrape those drips. All right, do all 4 sides. Come back 10 minutes later and do it a second time. See, it's coming off the edge here and here, kind of going off the edge up there. So I figured I'd leave it, but check this out. I mean, I'm really loving it. I'm loving the light green, even though kind of looks yellowish, probably on camera, but the cells are perfect and the white is not eating up the colors like it did in the original video. So I'm super happy with that. And I love the mauve, but again, if you're gonna use it or any Holbein colors, please remember to be very light-handed or else it will eat up all the other colors. All right, so let's turn the lights off and check it out with the flash. All right, so the flash is on. And I mean, there's definitely gonna be shimmer in here because we had the Arteza, the Pewter by DecoArt, and the silver. Now, I would wonder what this would look like if it had 24 karat gold in it. I don't know. I won't do another one, so don't say in the comments, do the same colors and use gold next time. Unless someone wants to buy one, buy it and commission it and me do the gold in it, then I'll do it. But I won't do another painting in this color palette unless this one sells super quick. But you can definitely see the shimmer in there. But I do wonder what gold would look like. It would look pretty. It would. All right, and there you have it, my friends. I would love to know what you think about this in the comments below, and go check out the old version and tell me, do you like the old version better or do you like this version better? I prefer this version because the colors didn't get eaten up by the white. So yeah, also don't forget Krystal Resin sale, Lolivefe sale, FAE, and spinners. If you want a spinner, you want to be put on the order list, you know what to do. Email me. There's my shadow. Interesting position. He loves laying down like that. Oh, and before I forget, in my previous video, I had mentioned I'm going to be selling my Cricut. So if you are in the Ontario area or you live close to London, I do have this Cricut maker like I said, it's been used 3-4 times. Never been used really. It's still brand new. Doesn't go all the way down because this is in the way. I've got all kinds of mats, the cutting mats, all that, stencils and everything. It comes with those. It's literally brand new, guys. And it comes with a ton of accessories. I have the carrying case. This has never been opened. It's for putting extra, you know, bits in, which I have right here. Don't mind the cords, but there's a bunch of bits that are still in the packaging. So it does come with the bits. It also comes with 2 full drawers of, wait, don't mind my stuff here. There we go. So it comes, look, they're still like brand new. They've never even been opened. So there's 2 rows of Cricut stuff there, and then there's more down here. So there's lots and lots of Cricut stuff, and I'm telling you, you can see the labels on them. These ones down here have never even been opened. All right, so you get all of that. What else was there? Was there something else? So the 2 bins, you get all the extra pieces. There's this, the Cricut. So if anyone is interested in a Cricut and you live locally, I will not ship it to the US because it'll cost a fortune to ship. But I'll tell you right now, that all the pieces, those 2 bins down there with all the rollers, the carrying case alone, I paid 60 bucks for on Amazon. So all together, everything you see here, I paid about $1,000 Canadian. So if you are interested in a Cricut, you're looking at a very good discount. So if you're interested, let me know. Email me. But yeah, there you go. So there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. That is it for me for now. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.